Hello, this is Michael Tellinger. I'm talking to you from the gardens of the Stone Circle Ubuntu village in Watervalboven, South Africa. It is also the home of the UBUNTU Party and the UBUNTU Liberation Movement. For those of you that have been following our activities and progress, you'll be aware of what we're doing here. We now have our first group of volunteers that are helping us establish this as the sort of foundation for Ubuntu and contributionist communities for around the world. We are going through a great learning phase and process of finding out where things can work and cannot work, and very early stages. But at the same time, my actions against Standard Bank have just concluded this past week in the High Court of Johannesburg. I'll be sharing more of that information on our website. But the main reason I want to talk to you today is because a few days ago I got the knowledge and the information that the South African national elections will be taking place on the 7th of May 2014. These happen every 5 years. But at the same time, I got the shocking news that for the UBUNTU Party, which is a registered political party in South Africa as of 2010, for the UBUNTU Party to participate in the national elections, we have to come up with 650,000 Rand to pay to participate in the elections. Now, this is an exorbitant amount of money. It's equivalent to about $65,000, and in South African terms, it's probably about 10 years worth of salary for the average South African. This is just a gross violation of all our human rights, a Bill of Rights that allows everyone to stand in an election, and especially it shows us how the banks and the government control and create the barrier to entry to small parties and small individuals to participate in national elections. It is spectacular that something like this could still be taking place in a country where we take pride in our constitution as being one of the most modern constitutions in the world. So this is really an urgent call to help. The time is very short. We have about 4 weeks to raise this money, and we've created an Indiegogo campaign to raise crowdfunding. Please follow the link, share this information with as many people as you can. The UBUNTU Liberation Movement and the UBUNTU Party is there to represent the conscious people that live in South Africa, that understand that humanity is totally and utterly controlled by money and by the banking families and control the planet that we live on. We need to spread this message and this information and plant a seed of consciousness in as many people as we can. We don't know what the outcome will be of the elections, but what we do know is that our presence and participation in the elections is paramount for us to be able to spread this information, because parties that do not participate in the elections will not get the kind of exposure. Every party in South Africa is supposed to be covered by the mainstream media, their manifesto, their philosophy, what they stand for and what their promises to the electorate and the people of South Africa. I doubt whether the UBUNTU Party and the other smaller parties will even get a fraction of the media time that the leading and the controlling parties like the ANC and the DA will receive. So we're asking for $100,000 donations for us to be able to reach this target, to participate in the elections, and to have some money left for some marketing through the media, and especially radio stations, the community radio stations throughout South Africa. We will reach a lot of people on the ground for relatively inexpensive advertising rates. So what we need is $100,000 by the 13th of April 2014. I urge you to share this with everyone. If you don't know what the UBUNTU Party stands for, we did not go into politics to enter or start a political party to go into politics, but purely as a political platform for the philosophy of Ubuntu and contributionism. This is critical for everyone to understand. We have no intention to get into politics, but the political platform is a very credible platform for us to be seen in the mainstream media, in which otherwise we would be completely ignored. So I hope this all makes sense to you. Share this with as many people as you can, and we hope to see you on the ballot in South Africa in 2014 on the 7th of May.